India Romeo Victor, request VFR departure into Class G airspace if available.
India Romeo Victor, run left, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff on my left, India Romeo Victor.
I'm flying with Liz, who's a commercial pilot.
And Alpha Hotel X-ray,
Liz.
maintaining line.
Alright, so we're doing what's called an angel flight.
Yes, we are.
And we are IFR.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, so I just wanted to learn a little bit about yourself. So you fly commercial, and tell me about how you got your commercial pilot license and a little bit about your journey.
Okay, well,
I'd like you to be at 2,000.
I started out at Red Baron flight training.
Yep.
Well, actually, I was at a different school before that, but I went to Red Baron flight training because it's reputation and the aerobatics.
Yep.
So I did all of my training from GFPT up through to my CPL there.
Yeah.
And then after that, I went to get my my instrument rating.
Yeah.
From a place in Melbourne, and came back and I just started doing a little bit of GA flying. Started off flying an air van freight, just around New South Wales, and then I did a little bit of time in Mount Isa.
Yep.
As you can see, now we're IFR.
Wow, check this out. Oh, we'll come back to that interview for a second. This is IFR. Wow, check this out. We are seriously going to the cloud. So we're on a climb to 10,000 feet, is that right?
10,000.
Yeah, 10,000, and we are in a Cessna
340.
340. It's a twin, and it's a beautiful piece of machinery. So I'm really enjoying this, and this is, like I said, this is my first angel flight. Well, I'm not flying it, but I'm part of it, and it's my first IFR flight. Look at this, coming into cloud. This is really cool. Like, wow.
It looks great flying amongst the clouds like this.
Yeah, so look at that. So tell me, why Red Baron?
Red Baron, I was first attracted to it for the aerobatics. I wanted to be able to handle an aircraft, you know, to the best of my ability. I knew it was always it's a dangerous thing to fly an aeroplane and be responsible for people's lives.
Yeah.
So yeah, they just looked like the best and taught me how to be the best pilot I could be. I was pushed, and it was really hard to do, but it was well worth it.
So how long you been flying for, Liz?
4 or 5 years now.
4 or 5 years, and how long you been commercial pilot?
Commercial, I did my GPT, PPL and CPL over about 2 years part-time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, about 3 years commercial.
Commercial 3 years.
Yeah.
And what makes you do these angel flights? Tell me about that.
It's just a good opportunity to get up time, and also it's a great service that's provided by Angel Flight. It's amazing, actually, that they will be so generous as to find pilots from all over the place to get these people to and from areas that they otherwise wouldn't be able to get medical assistance for. So,
so let me ask you a question. What has becoming a pilot, or the training to become a pilot, done for you personally on a mental perspective? Like what?
Mentally, okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's made me a lot more focused in what I can do. I was never good at school. I hated school, actually. I bludged most of the time from school. But it just taught me how to study, how to knuckle down and learn something that I'm interested in, which is, I think, fairly valuable.
And do you find that it continues to challenge you?
Absolutely. Every time I fly, every time, I still pick up mistakes that I do, and I still have to work on those things. And you have to stay current with flying, otherwise you lose it.
So there you go. You have heard a little bit from Liz. Yeah. Well, thanks, Liz. Appreciate it, and we'll continue with the flight. And
you're welcome.
Afternoon, Eric. Can I choose 1026?
1026, India Romeo Victor.
MA234, contact me 123.9 with your estimate for Dubbo.
123.9. Wagga traffic, Indy Romeo Victor joining a downwind runway 05 Wagga.
213 Delta, Melbourne, Southern Region, Centre Flight 200.
Alright, so we just landed in Wagga and it's a beautiful afternoon here. We're just dropping off the IFR Flight passengers and refueling and about to head back to Bankstown.
So where are you headed with your flying?
I'm heading to Bankstown. I don't really know. Right now I'm happy just doing a bit of charter work. I don't really have any interest in airlines or anything like that. Yeah. I just kind of like the flying by myself, and you know, just flying is very peaceful, I find, and you can just forget everything else and just concentrate on the one thing. And
what made you want to become a pilot?
Well, when I first started, I had no intention of doing my commercial license.
Yeah.
It was then after I started flying at Red Baron that I actually decided to do it.
That's quite interesting, because I was the same. Like, I have no interest in becoming an airline pilot or anything like that, because I didn't want a job.
Yeah.
But I love flying.
Yeah.
And when I came to Red Baron, I just wanted to get private pilot. That's it.
X-ray.
But now I want to get the commercial, just because I want to learn how to do all this stuff.
Yeah, and also if you do it commercially and like you just do have like a part-time gig thing happening, then you get to fly. It doesn't cost you a lot. You actually get paid for it.
Yeah.
So it's like the best of both worlds, really. You don't have to rely on the work, but you still get your flying kicks and stuff like that. So.
Yeah. So you say it's peaceful.
Yeah.
It's peaceful. What do you mean by that?
4354.
When it's new and when you're doing something completely different, then sometimes it can be stressful. Just getting on top of everything, getting like in front of the airplane. But once you do something for a while, it just becomes kind of automatic, just like driving a car, really.
Yeah.
And at that stage, when you're just above the clouds, you can then appreciate like what it is that you're doing.
Okay, so once the procedure stuff is all gone, taken care of, everything's, and you're just cruising,
that's right.
You find a sense of peace.
Yeah.
When you're up in the atmosphere.
Well, yeah, just even if I'm not, 500 foot, I still feel that, that peace. It's hard to explain, like, the best flying I've ever done was in an air van.
Right.
I know it doesn't sound like much, but I love the air van just because it's simple, it's just, it just goes well.
Yeah.
And I found it a really fun aircraft to fly. And that's the one I started out my commercial work in.
Right.
I actually started working for a company in out of Bankstown called Air Freight Solutions.
Oh, so you actually worked as a commercial pilot as well?
Yeah.
Right.
And then I went up to Mount Isa and I did a month in Mount Isa flying Aboriginal people to and from Mount Isa and their little local community just over the border of Northern Territory.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved that. I think that was my favourite time ever flying.
Yeah.
Just because I was up there on my own and I was just doing my thing. I had to take complete care of the aircraft and had to organise everything around it. So it was kind of just like my little world. Yeah. And I just loved it.
Sounds awesome.
Yeah, it was great. I would recommend going away and flying do that kind of flying to anyone who asks me, just for a little while if you don't want to do it full time. But I was really lucky to get a month out of that. Yeah. That was great. So that's one great thing about CPL. It forces you to just go away and do something completely different.
I'm experiencing my very, very first aerobatic competition. I think I really struggled with that actually.